I'm your star boy, and I am back with another Black Desert video. I wanted to talk about the boss fights you encounter throughout the story, throughout the game, I mean. I really think the boss fights are really awesome. Even though I just started playing the MMO, the two bosses I have fought doing story missions were actually really fun. Like, so much so I had to make a video talking about it. Like, these fights are needed to break up the dialogue and the mob smashing and running to new areas to talk to people and running back. And when it comes to boss fights and MMORPGs, not many can make them fun or interesting besides like Elder Scrolls Online and maybe Final Fantasy XIV. Black Desert's bosses have some kind of cool backstory involving ancient evil black spooge monsters offering them great power. And it's pretty cool to uncover them. Like, there's a pathetic nerd in every group that accepts the evil spooge monster and becomes an evil boss of their people. And I just find that concept pretty rad. And maybe not all bosses were sad nerds who got offered great power from an evil spooge, but Red Nose the Knob Goblin was a nerd who got picked on so much until one day an evil spooge monster said, "Yo, Gobby, I'll give you power for your soul." And the Gobby was like, all about that. And then from that day, evil Gobby, the red nose man, became an evil goblin who fought people who made fun of his stupid nose. And that story is kind of cool. I made it sound stupid, but I think the story is kind of cool. It's kind of... And if you think about the story a little bit deeper than just surface level, it kind of tells a story of a bullied goblin who just couldn't take being bullied anymore and wanted to get revenge. And they didn't get a good ending. It tells you to not succumb. The story teaches you to not succumb to the darkness, to not go for revenge. And I enjoy small stuff like that in games. Like, I noticed a lot of those little lessons throughout my time in ESO, so encountering it in Black Desert Online is actually super cool. On top of the stories though, the graphics are really good, so these boss fights feel and just look epic. And every class has its own Michael Bay style effects when you're fighting, and the action combat itself makes these boss encounters feel real challenging, at least for me, in my experience. It's like forcing me to either learn my class or just mash buttons and heal the best I can. And compared to Elder Scrolls Online, the fights feel more involved and meaningful, and that's probably due to the action combat, feeling like your attacks actually matter, and then when you take damage, it feels, or it seems devastating, at least to me. And the graphics and world of Black Desert are amazing, so you'll be having these colorful boss fights with amazing scenery around you. And I can't wait to get further in the game and see what other places I will be fighting in. And these boss fights are at the end of interesting and dramatic quests. And I really just enjoy these boss fights and even the gameplay of Black Desert Online. And I just had to talk about this aspect that I really enjoy. And maybe one of you viewers will gain an interest in Black Desert and check out the game for yourself. But that's all I really got. I just really enjoy these boss fights. I wanted to talk about them and show them to you. Subscribe for more Black Desert, or if you just want to beat my ass for wasting your time. I'm your star boy. Thanks for watching, you beautiful people.